Chris here with another fresh tip for you all. In this video, we're going to continue our look at painting the Stormcast Eternal Castigator. And of course, we are going to work on the weapon casing of his little crossbow. We're going to get started with some warp lock bronze and some lead belcher. We're going to mix these two in roughly a 1-to-1 mix ratio. We're going to slap a little dollop onto our palette, grab another little dollop of paint, and give this a thorough mixing. I'm only looking to knock this down a bit, and basically what I was looking for was an off dark silver. Not quite like a rusty like color, but I didn't want a pure gray silver. I actually wanted it a little bit warmer, but not to compete with the bronze. But again, I'm probably getting a little ahead of myself here. You can see we're working this into all the little nooks and crannies and the little runes and such on the casing of this weapon, trying to be careful as we do not want to hit any of the little purple areas. We apply 2 little thin coats onto the area, and then we're going to take some Seraphim Sepia Shade Wash, and not too heavily. We are basically going to apply this over the entirety of the metal areas. Now the sepia is going to warm this silver up, or this silver mixture up, but really what I'm looking for here out of this color is that when it dries with a matte finish. So it's going to knock the shine right out of the metals and give us a much warmer metally tone. Metally? It kind of almost looks like a bit of a bronze, almost like between brass and bronze. It's a kind of a fun way. So for anybody out there who wants a fun metallic color, do this and you'll end up with this nice looking little shade of color here. So once it's all said and done and it's dry, we're going to come back in with lead belcher. And we're going to slap a little bit onto our palette, and we are going to use a small dry brush. I'm just using a Citadel dry brush here. Make sure that you wiped off most of the paint, and then very, very gently run the brush along the edges of the model. I'm going for the corners and the endpoints and basically any little corners. It is a very, very light hand. If you can feel the model moving in your hands, you are dry brushing too hard. So the model really should not move a whole lot when you are dry brushing. You're just looking for those very ends of the hairs to move along that model surface. And of course, because you have so little paint on the bristles, you are gonna, hit a few areas and then you're gonna need a little bit more paint. Make sure you wipe a lot of it off. Next, we're going to come in with some Ironbreaker, and basically what we're going to do here is we're going to do a quick little edging. We're going to slap a little bit onto our palette, and then I'm just going to go for just the edges of the weapons, little corners and things of that nature, as well as the runes on this weapon. Maybe we'll do glowing runes. What do you guys think about that one? Glowing runes? Yeah, leave a comment down below if you want to see glowing runes next. So as you can see, we're just quickly laying just a little bit of edging here and there, catching that little doodad. I think that's like a little class that, that little bolt action, he pulls it back and fires the arrow. I don't know. I'm trying to apply logic to this stuff. You can see on the arrowhead, we're highlighting the metal frame that goes around that arrowhead, and the arrowhead, we'll probably do that. Maybe we'll do that separately as well, some other color. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're definitely going to figure this out. And here I'm just coming in, catching just the bottom portions of the runes. Now the runes, I'm only highlighting the portions that are like facing upwards. So it's at the bottoms of the runes themselves. It's on that bottom edge. I'm just giving just a quick little edging too, because basically that's where the light would catch, and I'm just accentuating that detail. But once that's all done, that is it, and we are done. You can come in with another brighter silver if you really wanted to really brighten those edges and corners and just kind of a little dot here and there on the very corners of things. But that is it. That is the casing for the Castigator's bow. Huge thank you to all my patrons for their support. These videos would not be possible. If you're considering Patreon support, click the link in the description below. There are varying tiers to support at, and a huge, huge thank you to everybody who currently supports. Take care of those brushes, and they will take care of you.